Welcome to Benic Tutors YouTube channel. In this channel, we'll be breaking down topics of each science subject in order for you to have a better understanding of each topics. Because as a teacher, we believe that every student should understand every topics they are being taught. So, in order not to miss out on any of our videos, because all the videos we'll be uploading are very important, please do well to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also, like and share. We also have a Telegram channel where you can communicate with us, ask us questions, and even meet with other educators. The link of our Telegram channel is in our YouTube bio and comment section. Now, say these after me. I understand mathematics. I understand physics. I understand chemistry. I understand further math. That is the spirit. Benic Tutors. Excellence is our word.
Hello everyone, welcome once again to Benic Tutors YouTube channel. I'm so sure you've been learning a whole lot on our YouTube channel. Yes, to all our subscribers, thank you so much. We are so grateful, and please, we need more subscribers, so do well to share this video to your friends and family and tell them not to watch the videos only, but to also to subscribe on our YouTube channel, to comment, to like, and also to share also. Thank you so much. And also, please don't forget to join our Telegram channel. We need you to join that Telegram channel so you can know more about us, so you can ask us questions that is bothering you as parents, even as students, you understand, as regards science subjects. Get it now? And we are there to reply. We are going to be posting assignments there for you to do. Also, if you do it, we're going to mark it and send it back to you online. So there will be a lot of communication. You meet with other educators on this Telegram channel. So please do well to what? Go to our YouTube bio. You're going to be seeing the link there. So go there and click on it. It doesn't bite. It doesn't bite. You understand? Do that right away. I know you're going to do it. You understand? And try to join. Thank you very much. So to all we have social media handles like Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. Please do well to join, do well to follow, you understand, also on our social media handles to receive more updates, you understand. Thank you once again. So now I'll be teaching you JSS2 mathematics. Today I'm taking JSS2 mathematics, you understand. So today's topic is on factors, multiples, and prime numbers. Factors, multiples, and prime numbers. So now on the board, you can see what factors is. You understand? So factors of a number are the one numbers that divide the number exactly. You understand? The factors of a number are the one numbers that divide the number exactly. E.g., the factors of 20 may be found as follows. Do you understand? Now, any number that is divisible by that number without a remainder, you understand? That is the factor of that number, you understand? So now, the factor of 20 is any number that you can divide by 20 and will not remain, you understand? Or will not give you remainder, you understand? That number is a factor of 20. Do you understand now? So now let's check out the factors of 20. So we have 20. 1 times 20, you understand? 1 times 20, we have what? 2 times 20. So 2 times 20 will give you 20. 4 times 5 will give you what? 20. Do you understand? So 20 divided by 4 will give you 5 without remainder. You understand? So that's why what? 4 is also one of the factors of 20. When you divide by 20, it's going to give you 5 without any remainder. So when you divide 1 by 20, it's going to give you 20 without remainder. When you divide 2, 20 divided by 2, you understand? You get 10 without remainder. 20 divided by 10, you get 2 without remainder. 20 divided by 5, you get 4 without remainder. So that's why they are all factors of 20. Numbers that when you divide them by 20, you're going to get a whole number, you understand, without remainder. So now that we have 3, 20 divided by 3, it won't go, you understand, it's not going to go through. So this is number 2 over 3. Do you get it now? So that's why we can't say 3 is a factor of 20 because it's going to give you remainder. You get it now? So hence the factors of 20 are what? 1, 2, 4, 5, 10, and 20. Do you understand? So these are the factors of 20. Do you get it now? So if you have any question, do well to use the comment section below. So that is all for factors. So the next one is what? Multiples. So we are moving to multiples. All right. So now the next one is what? Multiples. Multiples. This is one number that is obtained by multiplying any whole number. You understand? Multiplying any whole number like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do you understand? So when you multiply a whole number which is 1 by another whole number which is 2, for instance, whatever it gives you, you understand? All these things are what? Multiples. Multiple is a sign between this particular whole number. 1 times 2. That times means multiples. Do you understand? So now, say multiplying one number, e.g. 20 is a multiple of what? 4 and 5. Do you understand? 4 times 5 give you 20. You understand? So when you multiply 4 and 5 together, they give you what? 20. So the multiple of what? 20 is what? 4 and 5. So the multiple of 4 are, you understand now? So when we talk about the multiple of 4, talk about timetable 4. You understand? When we talk about the multiple of 3, talk about timetable 3. You get it now? So when we talk about timetable 3, you say 3 times 1, 3, 3 times 2, 6, 3 times 3, 9, 3 times 4, 12. Like that, like that. You understand? They are what's called multiples of 3. When you talk about multiples of 2, you start with timetable. There are timetables of 2. Do you understand? So that's what multiple entails. Do you get it now? So now, before we dive into prime numbers, I'm going to be looking at some exercise, you understand? So look at some examples. Get it now? So let's go on into that. So if you have any question, do it to the comment section below. That comment section is for you. To find the factors of 18. You understand? So we want to find the factors of 18. These are the numbers that are divisible by 18. You understand? Numbers that are divisible by 18. Now when divided by 18, you have no remainder. You understand? So there are so many methods you can use, but I'll just use the normal methods. I'll just get in there. So factors of 18. So now we all know that everybody knows that 1 is one part of it. 1 is part of it. Then 2. 18 divided by 2. When you divide 18 by 2, you will get 9 without remainder. So if you want to be taking those one after the other, you're free. You understand? So you just have to learn all these things. You have to learn to know the numbers that are divisible by a particular number. You have to get this. You have to memorize this. You have to practice. That's why in mathematics it is difficult if you don't practice daily. If you don't practice it often. Do you understand? So mathematics is really difficult when you don't practice them often. When you practice mathematics often, it will not be difficult for you. Do you understand? So learn to practice all the time. Read, solve questions personally, and not the ones you're taught in school alone. Do you understand? So mathematics is difficult to those that are lazy. If you are not lazy, you can solve any question in mathematics. Cool. So now the next one is 2. So the 2 is divisible. So 18 divided by 3 is 6 without any remainder. So 18 divided by 4, you're going to get remainder. Same with 5, you understand? So we move to 6. So 6, yes. 7, no. 18 divided by 8, it will definitely be me. So 9, yes. 10, no. 11, no. 12, 13, 14, no. 15, no. 16, 17, but 18, yes, it can divide itself, you understand? So these are the factors of what? Of 18. As time goes on, we're going to be using other what methods. You get it. Now when you get to HCF, LCM, all those things, I'm going to be showing you how we can what get their factors instead. So that's for that. So still, which of these factors are even numbers? Even numbers are numbers that when you add them, when you add them by 2, the number that when you add them by 2 is going to give you the next number. That number are even numbers. 2 plus 2, 4. 4 plus 2, 6. 6 plus 2, 8. 8 plus 2, 10. You understand? All these numbers that I mentioned, they are what? Even numbers. Do you get it now? So when you add them by 2, the the numbers you get are what? Even numbers. So now let's see. 2, you start. So 2 is an even number. So the even number here, 2. So 2 plus 2, 4. 4 plus 2, 6. 6 plus 2, 8. 8 plus 2, 10. Plus 2, 12. 14, 16, 18. So these are what the even numbers in this particular factor. In these factors, under these factors, these are the even numbers under these factors. So the next one is what? The factors, which of these factors are prime numbers. That's the next subtopic you'll be moving to. But we're going to use it here, you understand? So prime numbers are numbers that are divisible by 1 and itself, you understand? Numbers that you can only divide by 1 and itself. So when you can't divide by any other number, you understand? When you divide by, by other numbers, they are going to remain, you understand? So those are what prime numbers. So prime numbers are numbers that can only divide itself, and can be divisible by 1. You understand? Numbers are divisible by 1 and itself. Do you understand? So I'm already explaining beforehand. Get it now. So now we're talking about prime numbers. So let's search. So now, number 1 is not a prime number. You understand? 1 is not a prime number. So 1 is excluded. So 3 is a prime number. You understand? 3 is divisible by 1 and itself only. So no other numbers can be divided by 2. So you're going to divide by 3, it's going to remain. So it is what? So 3 is a prime number. Two is also a prime number. Sorry. 2 is also a prime number. So these are the prime numbers. So 2 can only it's only divisible by 1 and itself, you understand? So we can't divide 2 by any other number. It's not possible. So these are the what? Prime numbers. So we said they write the first 3 multiples of 18. When we talk about multiples, I explained before, talk about 18 times 1, 8, 18 times 2, 18, 18 times 1, 18, 18 times 2, 36, 18 times 3, 54. You understand? So these are the first 3 multiples of 18. So let's do that now. 18 times 1, 18, 18 times 2, 36, 18 times 3, 54. So these are the what? The multiples of 18. I'm so sure you get it. So these are what the exercise that I want to solve before we move to prime factors or prime numbers. Do you understand? So if you have any question, once again, do well to use the comment section below or come to our Telegram channel to ask us questions. We'll be there to answer your questions. So let's move to the next subtopic. The next subtopic is what? Prime number. Do you understand now? So prime number, I already explained so, but I want you to see it yourself. A prime number is a number that has only 2 factors, 1 and the number itself. That is, these are numbers that are only divisible by 1 and itself. You understand? They're only divisible by 1 and itself. They are numbers that you can only divide by 1 and itself. You can't divide by any other number. When you divide this number by any other number, they're going to remain. Do you understand? That's why they are called prime numbers. Do you understand? So now let's move to some examples how you can derive prime number from 1 to 100. You understand? Using a principle, and I'm going to tell you what that principle means, the name of that principle. Do you understand? So now how to what? Derive prime numbers from 1 to 100. So let's do that now. Right, so this is exercise 2 now. So these are number 1 to 100. So we want to derive prime numbers from this using these questions. So now say you should cross out 1 because it is not a prime number. So I told you before that 1 is not a prime number. So we cross it out. So we have to cross out all the even numbers except 2. You already know what even numbers are except 2. So 2 is out of. So we are not crossing out 2. So let's go 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42, 44, 46, 48, 50, 52, 54, 56, 58, 60, 62, 64, 66, 68, 70, 72, 74, 76, 78, 80, 82, 84, 86, 88, 90, 92, 94, 96, 98, 100. So these are the even numbers. So once you know what even numbers are, to cancel all these things won't be difficult. Do you understand? So now let's move to the third question now. Third question. From the remaining numbers, cross out any numbers divisible by 3 except 3 itself. So now we are asked to cross out the numbers divisible by 3 except 3 itself. So let's go. So let's go. 7, no. 9, yes. 9 divisible by 3. 15 is divisible by 3. Okay, 21, yes. Okay, 27, yes. 33, yes. All right, so 39, yes. 45. The one that how did I know these things? They are very simple. Numbers that when you divide it by 3 are going to give you a whole number without a remainder. You can do the calculation yourself. Do you understand? So let's go. All right, 51, yes. Okay, so let's go. Okay, 57, yes. All right, okay, let's see. 63, all right, so 69. Okay, the next one, let's move now. Okay, 75. All right, so you can just take your time, don't rush it. Okay, 81. All right, okay, 87, 93, 99. Right, so these are the numbers that are what divisible by 3. So now, let's move to the next one. The numbers that are divisible by 5 except 5 itself. Okay, so let's go. Okay, 25, yes. Okay, 85, yes. All right, 55, yes. Okay, 65, yes. All right, let's move to this number. Yes, 85 and 95. All right, so we are done with that. So let's move to the next one. Numbers that are what divisible by 7 except 7 itself. So now, let's go. We have this. Okay, let's see. Numbers divisible by 7. Okay, okay. 49. All right. Numbers divisible by 7. All right. 77. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. 91. Okay. All right. So we are done with that. So let's look at it carefully to be sure we are done with everything as regards 7. Okay. All right. So that is all about numbers divisible by 7. So now the last question is we are going to write out the remaining numbers. Get it now. So once we write out the remaining numbers, okay, let me rub it off. So now the numbers have been included. So these are the prime numbers between 1 and 100. Do you understand? So the method used, that method we use, which is cancelling out of this, cancelling out of that, that method is called what? Sieve of Eratosthenes. You understand? Sieve of Eratosthenes. Sieve of Eratosthenes. Do you understand? So that's the what the name that we called that particular method. So note, all prime numbers are odd numbers except 2, because 2 is an even number. So 2 is the only even number and missed the prime numbers. You understand? So all other numbers are what? Odd numbers. In your school, I'm too sure they will have taught you what odd numbers are. Do you understand? So now let's move to the next subtopic. Okay. So this next subtopic is prime factor. So what is a prime factor now? A prime factor is a factor that is also a prime number. Do you understand? A prime factor is also a prime number. Do you understand? So there's no difference in the definition. So now, for example, the factors of 18 are, what are the factors of 18? 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, and 18. So we have to look for the prime factors now. When we talk about prime factors, we talk about number that can divide, that are divisible by 1, and also itself. So now, what are the prime factors here? 2, 3. You understand? So the prime factors here are also prime numbers, which are what? 2 and 3. So in our previous subtopic, we are able to know what prime numbers are. Are you able to identify prime numbers? Yes or no? So now you discover that 2 and 3 are what? Prime numbers. They are also what the prime factors in what? In this particular example. Do you understand? So the prime factors of 18, and the prime factors of what? Of 18 are what? 2 and 3. So those are the prime factors. Now let's move to the product of prime factors now. So now you can find the product of prime factors of a number using only one of the following two methods. So there are two methods in which we can use in finding the product of what? Of prime factors. So now what are the methods? The first one is what? Factor tree. So we'll be moving to the next method. So let's do the one with what? Let's do the first method, which is what? The factor tree. We're talk about tree, you understand? So now, for example, the product of prime factors of 36 may be found as follows. So now, how we are going to get the prime factors of 36 is what we want to do now using this what method called factor tree. So now, 36, 6 times 6 will give you what? 36, yes or no? All right, so now let's do the factor tree. So we have under 6. So now I'm going to circle the prime numbers. Under 6, we have 2 and what? 3. So these are the prime factors. You understand? Same goes with these two. So we have 2 and 3. Do you understand now? So these are the what? The prime factors. 2 and 3. So that's why we circle it. So this one is what? 2 times 2, right? So 2 is a prime factor. So we are going to circle it. What gives you 9? 3. 3 times 3. This is also a prime factor. Do you get it now? So that's how we get the prime factors of 36 using this factor tree. 6 times 6. 6 is not a prime factor, so that's why it is not cycled. So, but under 6, we get 2 and 3. 2 times 3 will give us 6. So these 2 and 3, they are prime factors. You understand? Same goes with what? 4. You understand? 4 is not a prime factor, but under 4, we are going to get a prime factor, which are what? 2 times 2. So 2 times 2 are prime factors. 2 are prime factors. 2 is a prime factor. So now under 9, what gives you 9? 3 times 3. You understand? So 3 is also a prime factor. That's why we circle it. So all the numbers we circled are prime factors. Do you understand? So that's for that. Now when you multiply them, 2 times 2, 4. 4 times 3, 12. 12 times 3, 36. You understand? So same go with this. 2 times 3, 6. 6 times 2, 12. 12 times 3 gives you 36. So let's go to the next one. Or this one. Okay, so this is 4 times 3. So 4 times 3 give you 12. So 4 is not a prime factor. That's why we didn't circle it. So now 2. So what gives you 18? 2 times 9. You understand? 2 times 9 give you 18. So under that 9, we still have another prime factor, which is 3 times 3. So those are the what? The prime factors of what? Of this particular number 36 using factor tree. So this is how we get what? The prime factors of 36 using factor tree. I'm so sure you understand that now. So now let's go to the next method. All right. So now I've rubbed up the board already. So you can use any of the above options, the options that we use the factor tree to find all the prime factors of 36. As I've said earlier, you can use that method, you understand. So now the numbers inside the circles are the prime factors. So all the numbers I circled are what? Prime factors. You know, sorry, I did circle some numbers, but I circled other numbers. So the ones that I circle are what? Prime factors. Hence 36 equals to 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. You understand? So all these ones are prime factors. So all these prime factors will give you 36. So if you're using index notation is you are going to pick one of them, you understand, and you're going to raise a power, you understand. So you're picking 2 now. 2 times 2, so 2 is raised to power 2. 2 is appear 2 times, so that's why it's what? 2 raised to power 2 times 3. You're going to pick one of them, raised to power, how many 2, how many 3 appears here? 2, you understand. So 2 raised to power 2 is 4 times 3 raised to power 2 is what? 9. So they give what? 36. So that is how. So those are the prime factors of 36. And when you use the index notation, you still get back to your what? Get back your 36. So let's go to the next method now. So we have the next method. This is the second method. The second method is what? Dividing repeatedly by what? Prime factors. Do you understand? So now let's go. The first prime factor is what? 2. You understand? So now 2. 36 divided by 2 is what? 18. You understand? So let's go. 2 can still go in 18. 18 divided by 2, 9. So 2 cannot go again. So the next prime factor is 3. So 3 can go. 9 divided by 3 is 3. So 3 can still go. 3 divided by 3 is 1. So that ends it. So now let's bring them out. So we have 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. So 2 times 2, 4, 4 times 3, 12, 12 times 3, 36. So now, this is how we can also use this method to what? To get the factors of what? 36. So these are the factors: 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. So when you multiply everything, you still get 36. You get it now. So let's look at another example before we call it a day. We are going to be using index notation for this one. Using index notation. You already know what index notation is. We did it in the first one. So we just what? You pick one of them and start. So let's say 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. So when you pick one of them, 2 raised to power, we have 2 times 3 raised to power, we have 3. You still get 36. So using index notation. Alright, so let's solve this one now. So I said, example 1, express 80 as a product of factors in index notation. So they want us to write, they want our answer to be what? In index notation. You understand? Like the previous one. So let's do it. 80. So the first prime factor is 2, right? 80 divided by 2, 40. 2. 40 divided by 2, 20. 2 again. 2 can still go. 20 divided by 2, 10. 2 can still go. 10 divided by 2, 5. So now 5 is also a prime factor. Do you understand? 5 is a prime factor. If you follow us, you discover that 5 is also a prime factor. So 3 cannot go, but 5 will go. So 5 divided by 5, 1. So that's for that. So let's write them out. 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. 1, 2, 3, 4 times 5. You understand? So using index notation. So when you use index notation, you write 2 raised to power what? 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 raised to power 4 times 5. So we asked what express our answer in index notation. So that's what 2 raised to power 4 times 5. You understand? So when you express our answer in index notation, you're going to get 2 raised to power 4 times 5. So that is for that. So if you have any question as regards what we've done so far, please do well to use the comment section below. And thank you so much for following me. Thank you for watching to this very time. I will encourage you to learn to watch our videos to the end. It's going to help you for you to have a better understanding of each topic. So you need to what learn to watch all the videos till the end. Do you understand? And that's why we are here. We are here to break down every topic in a what in each science subject. Now for you to have a better understanding of each topics. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, like, share, comment. Thanks once again. Have a wonderful day.